I'm a little bit flustered because I've just spent half an hour trying to get my camera to work properly because it's got way too many buttons and I accidentally pressed something and then I couldn't figure out how to get it back. I haven't got my microphone on. Hi there, Laura here. Today I am doing a collab with AllyBrianne. So she's a small YouTuber like me and I've been following her for a while now and we've been sort of talking back and forth on our channels, and she was reviewing the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette and she said in that video that she would like to do some more looks with it, and I have been eyeing that palette thinking how pretty it was, but I didn't want to pay to get it to me. It would just work out way too expensive, and so I was sort of thinking I'd quite like to dupe the shades in there. So what we decided to do was a palette bingo, and she would choose the shades from the Jeffree Star palette with doing a palette bingo, and then I would try and dupe the shades from my collection. Now I haven't brought anything special or anything, I've just used what I've got in my collection to do it, and it's been interesting trying to dupe some of those shades because some of them are quite unique. And so the colours that we got was Mint Tea, Deceased, Wealthy, Blue Monday and Crystal Flesh. So those are our 5 colours we're going to be using. And I was actually really happy to see Blue Monday there because that was my favourite shade that I've seen in the palette. Now, so what I've done is I went back and watched Jeffree Star's video again when he was introducing his palette and swatching them and having a look how he talked about them and what they looked like. And I also looked up the descriptions on what the colour descriptions that have been written. So the first colour, Mint Tea, is described as mint with a matte finish. So the closest I could find to that was in the Take Me Back to Brazil palette. And although in the palette it doesn't look completely matte, when you put it on it does look matte. So I'm using this colour here. I'll swatch it on my arm. So that's the colour I am going to use for Mint Tea. So I've got quite a few palettes here in front of me because even if I had to get one colour out of a different palette for all of it, it would have been 5 palettes, but I have actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 palettes in front of me, and you might say, how is that possible? It's because I've had to mix some colours to actually get the colour I want. And Deceased has been one of those. So Deceased is described as a deep canine blue with a metallic finish, and I thought I would have this one, but I've had to mix shades to get it, so it'd be interesting. I've had to mix 3 different shades to get this colour. Sorry. I started off with my CoverGirl True Naked Dazed palette, and I'm going to be using this one here now. This one on its own is a bit too dark, because when he swatches it on his video, it has a kind of aqua-y shine to it. So I then went into my Profusion Beauty 1 palette and I mixed these 2 in with that colour. So that colour there, and I mixed that one into it, and that was a bit too blue, so then I went in and I mixed, I have to get my finger in, I mixed the aqua shimmer here into it, and then I got something that I thought looked very similar to Deceased. And so I had to use 2 palettes to get that colour. And the next colour was called Wealthy, which is a soft beige matte. Now that was an easy one. So I used my Sweet Talk palette from Colourpop for that, and I used Catch Me. So I thought that was a good colour dupe for that one. And I don't even know whether you'll be able to see this on my arm because it's very skin coloured. And then we've got Blue Monday. Now, Blue Monday is one that I thought I wouldn't have. I'd have a lot of trouble with that one. And I went into my Chi Chi Freedom palette and I looked at this colour here. You know, Blue Monday is described as a vibrant blue matte. And this one here is not a matte, it's a shimmer. But when I looked at it in the pan, I thought, oh, that looks like a vibrant blue matte. A vibrant blue. It's not a matte, but when I swatched it, it is way too purple. So it was way too purple. I thought, oh, that's a shame, because I thought that was going to be the right colour. So this colour I cannot dupe completely because I have to use a shimmer. So I went into my Revolution Forever Flawless Constellation palette and I'm going to use this colour Neptune, and I'm going to mix that with the purple and I get a beautiful vibrant blue. It's just a bit of a purple undertone, but it is a shimmer, it is not a matte because I just couldn't have a matte. I didn't have a matte. And the last colour is Crystal Flesh. Crystal Flesh is described as a champagne metallic. So I'm actually using two different colours for two different purposes for this one. So I'm going back into my Chi Chi Freedom palette and I'm going to use this colour here, which looks like this. It's very pretty. Whether you'll see it on my arm, I don't know. It's very sparkly. Can you see the sparkles in there? I hope you can. So I'm going to use that one for the colour just on its own, but I'm going to pretend if I foiled the colour it would actually look like this one, which is from the Revolution Forever Flawless Constellation palette, and that one is Celestial. These show up way better on my eyes than they do on my skin. So I'm going to pretend that that one is what it would look like if I foiled it. And you'll see what I mean when I stick it on my eye. And that one when it's not foiled. So those are my versions of Mint Tea, Deceased, Wealthy, Blue Monday, and these two Crystal Flesh. So how bored would you get with me if I said that Ally is really sweet as well? Because I seem to say that about every single person that I've collabed with, because they are all so sweet. And she does lots of interesting videos. She's been very hardworking as well. I'm going to start, I've done my eyebrows and I've put my eye primer on, but I haven't set it. And I'm going to go in with, to remember what palette everything is in. I'm going to go in with my Wealthy dupe, which is the Colourpop one. So that's the matte beige colour. And I'm going to put this in my crease. So predictable of me, I know. Sorry, I think I was hitting my microphone then. So Ally is a very busy lady. She's a mum, as well as doing YouTube, and she posts very regularly. She does unboxings, and she does lots of first impressions and get ready with me, where she has a chat. She does Wednesday Wine, where she will chat about various makeup things, and got glitter on my face before I even start. Why? I've always got glitter. She's always trying to be very inventive and coming up with new series to do. She's been doing a series on recreating looks from the people from Riverdale. That's about as far as that colour's going to build. And she does monthly favourites, and she does lots of looks with different palettes, and she does hauls. And I really just enjoy watching her channel and just chatting back and forth with her. So, you know, I was having a practice last night with my colours, and I came up with a look. So all my brushes are all blue now, but in the middle of the night I woke up and had changed my mind. I don't remember what I was dreaming about, but I think I must have been dreaming about makeup, because I woke up with a look in my head. So that's the look I'm going to end up doing. Now, what I want to do now is go in with my Take Me Back to Brazil and my dupe for, what's it called, Mint Tea. And I'm going to put that on the outside here. Okay. Another reason why I wanted to do something like this video is because I was really intrigued by the colours in the Jeffree Star palette, and I've heard some people saying they absolutely love it and it's great, and I've heard other people say it's really hard to work with. If you're a beginner or something, they wouldn't recommend it. It takes a bit of practice to actually use it. So that made me kind of interested in seeing if I could get similar looks with what I already had without owning the palette. I feel like my mirror is a really long way away because I've got so many palettes in front of me. I'll move that a bit closer. Now it's going to be in shot. Oh well, never mind. Most of the time the edge of my mirror is in shot. And then I'm going to go in with my various colours to make Deceased. So I'm going in with my CoverGirl and with my Profusion Beauty 101. And I think I've dipped my brush in all of them. And we'll see what colour we get if I have to add more of something else. So this one isn't a completely matte shade like it is in the Jeffree Star palette, because I did not have a matte. But that mixture of colours goes very nicely with my dupe of Mint Tea. It's like minty, mint, because it's like mint or min tea, because it's only got one T, so it's like, where's the T supposed to go? It goes mint tea, minty, or is it min tea? I don't know. I need to listen to Jeffree again to find out what he actually called it. Yeah, making a nice mess. That's what I feel like. Okay, I want to go back into my Sweet Talk palette. Now, I'm not too worried about this up here. Actually, I was going to, is it too late? Probably. You don't even know what I was going to say. I brought some e.l.f. shadow guard things to try out. And I was going to actually try those out and I forgot, so let's see if I can try them out. I need to make sure that's dry so they'll stick. Yeah, so I was looking at the e.l.f. stand and they had these. So, line and define eye tape, which I thought might be better than using sellotape. And it's just in one of these resealable bags, and there are 40 of them. So I don't use them that often. So they're just a little strip that says e.l.f. I thought they might stick better than sellotape, but also there'd be less risk of it irritating my face, I hope. They stick well. They feel really weird. So I did them really close to my eyes because I wanted them to be quite close. So I'm going to put this out to where the tape is. So that's what I'm looking like so far, and I'm going to cut my crease for this look because I'm going to use the crystal flesh colour in the middle here, and I don't want blue in it. And I'll just tidy up with that mint tea colour. It's not mint tea. My version of mint tea. I thought that this colour would be really easy to dupe, but all the colours that I thought was going to be close were more pale blue than that greeny shade, so it wasn't as easy as I thought. And then I'm going to go in to my GG Freedom palette, and I'm going to get that first colour, that one there that I showed for the crystal flesh. Oh, it's so pretty, that colour. It's so sparkly. And then I'm going to go into the Revolution Constellation palette and get Celestial, and I'm going to put that here. Now you can hopefully see the difference. It looks like the same colour, just a little bit more intense. Instead of a light wash of sparkle, there's a bit more opacity to the colour. And then I want to go back into my Take Me Back to Brazil palette and get that mint coloured one. And just sort of fan it out a little bit so it kind of looks like it's merging into each other a bit more. And then I'm going to go back into that dark colour and just intensify that a little bit as well. And now I'm going to take the tape off. Ouch. Maybe I should do it down this way, that's better. So I can get a straight line. Right. Clean up under my face. Under my eyes. That's what we're looking like so far. I wanted to do quite as kind of wearable look with it rather than a crazy all over blue look, because I've seen lots of people do really blue looks with the Jeffree Star palette, and so I just thought it would be quite nice to do something a little bit more wearable for every day. I mean, some people wouldn't say this was wearable at all, but for me it is. So I'm going to put my base on and use my e.l.f. Hydrating Primer and my Fit Me Maybelline Dewy and Smooth foundation, and then I'll be back to do my under eyes. I was watching Jessica Braun, and she was talking about this Milani Soft Focus Glow that I had in my April haul, and she was saying that it's very much like the Charlotte Tilbury one, and so I thought, oh, that's interesting, because I don't have the Charlotte Tilbury one, I only have this one. So she was saying she would buy this one over the Charlotte Tilbury one because it gives similar results, very similar results, but it costs a lot less. So I thought it was clever of me that I'd already bought it. So I'm going to go under my eyes with my version of Blue Monday, and first of all I'm going to use my LA Girl Glide On Gel pencil in Royal Blue. Then I'm going to mix that colour there for my Blue Monday. So I'm going to mix my one in the Chi Chi Freedom palette and my blue in the Constellation palette called Neptune together. And I'm going to stamp that over the liner. And I think I want to go in with this colour up here again and put some of that under here. I'm going to get my little brush that I like to use for highlighting and go into my Chi Chi palette, and I'm just using that same colour that I used first for, what was the colour supposed to be called? Crystal Flesh. And I just want to put a little bit up here. It really is very sparkly. So I'm going to put some black on my tight line. And I'm going to go in with my Gypsy Teal pencil. I'm going to go over that with some eyeshadow. And the pencil just intensifies that colour a little bit. Now, what do I want to clean up? My eyes watered. I'm just going to go into my Wet n Wild highlighter in... Will I? Hang on. I think I might go into Blossom Glow, because it's a little bit pink and a little bit sort of champagne, so I think it'll go with this colour, the Crystal Flesh dupe well. I would encourage you to go visit Ally on her channel if you like colourful makeup and you like colourful wearable makeup looks, because she does some beautiful looks with colour that I think are very wearable. I have noticed that she's getting more and more adventurous with colour. She does lots of different little mini-series, so she comes up with different mini-series on a regular basis. So she's finishing up her 1 palette 5 looks. She did a little mini-series on that. And she does lots of reviews on different palettes, and does the swatches and does looks and goes into quite a lot of detail about the palette. So if you want to find out about a palette and she's done a review on it, it's a good place to go. So how do you think I did? If you've got the Jeffree Star Bluebird palette, do you think I got close to the colours? I like the way it turned out, and I still really like that blue. My version of Blue Monday I like just as much as what I think the Blue Monday colour looks like. It was fun mixing and matching and seeing what you could get actually. So don't forget, if you haven't got the exact colour, you can mix colours to get the colour you need. So thank you very much, Ally, for doing this collab with me, and I really had fun playing with many different palettes, trying to find dupes for those colours. So thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you next time.